Hello everyone, Semiretired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. I'm also inviting you to join me on my off-grid journey as I head down to Texas. As you can see, Tom donated to my Buy Me a Coffee, and he gets his name. You'll have to excuse my handwriting. I've never had good handwriting, but there's Tom's name on the side of the trailer. And for everyone that does a Buy Me a Coffee, I'm going to put your name up there on the trailer till it's full, and then we'll come up with something else. Maybe eventually I'll paint the trailer and buy those little sticky things so everything looks nicer, but today's video is just a quick Cooking with Bob video. About here is where I'm going to cut over to the cooking clips, and you'll just hear my voice as the cooking clips continue. What I'm making today is stew meat, buttery stew meat. There are lots of different ways to go about this, but I just throw a stick of butter in my cast iron, throw the stew meat in on top of it, and let it simmer down. As you'll see in the footage, a lot of the butter gets soaked in. The little bit that's left in the pan afterwards that doesn't soak into the meat, along with some of the grease that cooked out of the stew meat, I leave that in the pan and use that for my next big batch of scrambled eggs. I do want to talk about something really quick here while the cooking video continues. So many people ask, why do I feel so terrible 2, 3, 4 weeks, even several months into the carnivore diet? I get this rash all over me and my joints ache again. Now, I'm just having real trouble with this, Bob. What's going on? Well, this was pointed out in some comments a week or so ago, and I meant to cover it then, but it just never got up to the top of the charts. But today, I thought that was this was going to be a pretty good little quick topic during my cooking video. As our body is trying to get rid of some of the things, you know, the oxalates, the phytates, all of the bad things that we have been ingesting, eating plants, a lot of that stuff, the body gets rid of it by storing it in our fat, because that's a really good place to sequester stuff away. That's why I'm sure you've all heard of oxalate dumping. Well, that's how a lot of it happens, is that oxalates and other bad things are stored away in our fat, and as we start to burn off the fat or oxidize the fat to be used, we start to lose the fat, our body starts to use the fat. Sometimes the poisons that were stored away in that fat can come flooding into our system, keeping us feeling terrible for quite some time. It doesn't happen very often, but just be aware that it can happen. There is no really good answer. We just have to endure it. That's part of what's happened, because we, spent, in my case, 58 years of eating the wrong thing. So just be aware that that can happen. If you need to know more about oxalate dumping or anything like that, Sally K. Norton has a really good book about it. And watch any interview that any of the other people have done with her, and you'll find out even more. But I just wanted to let you know that it's not just oxalates that can get stored in the fat and other tissues. All of the poisons, if we've been eating, a high tannin diet, a lot of that stuff can be stored away because our body wants to get rid of it. Hopefully what I said here made sense. One of the things you can do, as you'll see, I don't really brown my my stew meat up. You can dump some of the leftover grease and stuff off and turn the heat way up high and actually get these to come out nice and brown, sort of like burnt ends if you like your meat crispy on the edges. But this was just a quick little Cooking with Bob video. Hopefully you enjoyed it just a little bit. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.